All right, let's go with the Bosch Power Tools Perth SuperSprint. And it's a press conference full of young faces, next generation, doing a very nice job here today. And Brock Feeney, that's another race win for you, mate, and continuing that trend that you're going in right now. And a ripper day for Erebus with that 1-2 earlier, and then bringing it home with a 2-3 at the end of the day. So we'll start with Brock. Slow in, fast out, it would seem, this weekend across the course of the weekend, mate. It was a great way to finish it. Where did that speed come from?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we were slow at the start of the weekend, but yeah, we had it this morning. Unfortunately, I made a mistake in Q2, but had the pace in Q3. To be honest, I didn't think I was going to have the pace to run with these boys in that last race, but clean air certainly helps. We made a few changes to the car for the last one, but yeah, it makes a massive difference. Just being out front and being able to run your own race makes, the world of difference. So I know if we can qualify there, we can do it. It's just about putting it together, and I suppose we missed out by so little yesterday. So anyway, it was a good day. We ended on a high.
Yeah, nice work. And working with your engineer, we hear so much of Shane talking about working with AE, but how are you guys going together and gelling together on days like today, trusting in the strategies, all that sort of stuff? Yeah,
we're great. He's like the quiet assassin, Marty. He doesn't say a whole lot, but he says, what he needs to at the right time. And he's been great. It makes such a difference, having a good car underneath you, especially with these things. You got no tuning ability in the car, so what they send you with is what you got, and they did such a great job. As you said, we've been on the back foot. Everyone's been up and down so much, so being able to try to find a car that works for your driver, and they certainly got that right today. So yeah, super grateful to those guys.
Well done, mate. Good job. Take it over to William. Excellent day for you, mate. Really ripper stuff. Is this one of the better days, if not the best day you've had in supercars?
Yeah, I would say so. It was an awesome day to get a pole and then convert that into a win. Earlier today was awesome, and then the Sav, I was hoping I had the pace, but like Brock said, it's pretty hard to follow. It's actually not following; it's just tyre temp really. So thought I might creep up on him, but just couldn't do it in that last one, and then he just pulled away from me. So overall, awesome day for everyone at Coca-Cola Racing, but really happy with the car and the job everyone did there.
Let's chat Teams Championship for a second. I know very early days, but a ripper, result for Erebus to be sitting first in that Teams Championship right now and building on that lead this weekend.
Yeah, that was awesome. It's hard with these new cars because you go to each round wondering where you're going to end up, and we've had a really good first 3 rounds. Hopefully, we can just keep building on that. But to have that Teams Championship and be leading, it's awesome for us. It's something that Erebus hasn't had before. So we're stoked, and I'm sure everyone at Coca-Cola Racing is as well.
And Brody, your weekend, 3 podiums in a row? That's about as much as you can hope for. Maybe a race win was right there to be taken as well, but you must be pretty happy with the weekend's results.
Yeah, it was a fantastic, weekend for Erebus, and it was great to see Will get a win today in a pole, and to get the team's first 1-2, and to be a double podium again today in the final one was pretty cool, and just bagged good points this weekend and seem to be continuing our run of podiums, which is really cool.
That's also, 9 races in a row that you've been in the top 6. So this consistency, is this something that you knew you had in you to be able to run at the front of the field every week now?
Oh, I hope so, yeah. I'd love for it to continue, but it's I don't live in a perfect world, so there will be, hutch times and hard times coming. But, we just seem to be hitting our stride at the moment, and, we'll just keep digging deep and see what we got at Tassie.
And being able to bring in the orange numbers is one thing, to be able to leave with them again is another. So nice to be able to tick that off for the first time in your career as well.
Yeah, definitely didn't want to be ripping them off after this round, but it's great that we got to extend the lead a little bit more, which is really cool. So, going to Tassie next, and pretty excited about that. And we'll just see if our car speed converts there.
Good job, mate.
Thank you.
Great weekend. Okay, got a microphone and happy to pass it around.
Brody, thoughts on the protest over the move yesterday and the fact that it was ultimately dismissed?
To be honest, the whole deal was confusing with me with the black flag, or not the black flag, but the bad sportsmanship flag and whatnot. I was just confused on how the whole deal sort of transpired and how I ended up with a bad sportsmanship flag. And Shane was racing me hard and rubbing me and pushing me in my rear bar. So. And that's sort of against the rules. But to be honest, I don't really care about the whole sort of deal. But it's just weird that I got a flag and it's supposedly a warning, but it is in the rules. So, and I was just a bit confused about the whole deal, to be honest. So, the ruling's pretty sort of stupid in my opinion, and I'd hope that we couldn't sort of change it in the future, because the crowd and the fans deserve to see good racing, and right now it's not the case. So it was really good racing out there, and I got a flag thrown at me. I didn't know it at the time, but it was pretty sort of frustrated when I come back in.
So when you say stupid, you mean that the bad sportsmanship flag is what you think was stupid, not the ruling today?
Yeah, 100%.
And Brock, just one for you as well. That win in Adelaide last year, I mean, you really have hit the ground running this year. It feels like you have closed the gap to Shane. You're more consistently closer to him, and, we're 2 race wins into the season already. How important was kind of ticking that box off in your rookie season of getting a win in the context of how you've started this season?
Yeah, obviously critical. I mean, it's gone pretty good since then, but yeah, I suppose it just gave me the confidence that I can do it. But I think moving into the cars this year, it's been good being on a 11 playing field with everyone, and I'm sure it's the same for these guys. Sort of rookies coming in, those guys have got so much experience in those cars, and so do the team. So to come into a fresh start has been awesome. And to have the 2 wins this year where we've won on pace has been awesome, and certainly a boost of confidence. So it's been a good start. As I said, we just need to be there more consistently. A win at round 2 and 3. We just need to fix up the other couple of races. So that's been good.
Brody, just to go back to last night and then the protest hearing today, I think you said on TV just before that race that you don't know how to race anymore. Are you going to change the way that you race in future?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, set a pretty big precedent in my opinion. So it seems like you can just make force your way into a hole, and as long as you're in control of your car quotes and sort of touch someone wide and have the smallest bit of overlap, it's just considered game on. So it's fun in my book, but it's against the rules, but it is what it is.
And for the question for all 3, Scott McLaughlin went over to IndyCar a couple of years ago. We now know that Shane is really only tied for at least one more year. For the 3 of you, is Supercars a destination for you, or a stepping stone to somewhere else potentially?
I'm looking for F1, so we'll wait and see. I don't know.
Have you seen me? I won't fit in an F1.
Who knows?
I want to win a Supercars Championship.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty young. We'd probably all say the same. You want to win a Supercars Championship. I had that in all my junior divisions. I didn't want to move on until you won the championship. And, Supercars is the highest level in Australian motorsport, so really happy with where we're at. But I'm sure none of us had turned down an opportunity to race in NASCAR or anything like that, or what Scott McLaughlin's done. So, it's obviously an awesome thing that he's gone over and competed in.
Brock, your thoughts on having Shane as a roommate for the next year?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I love it. It's such a weird one. It's been so cool to see him do his thing and be so dominant last year, and he's been great to work with for me. So to have him work along, I mean, I suppose the quote is, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And Shane's certainly been that guy for the last few years. So it's great to continue working with him. I hope he stays around and we can continue working in the future. But I mean, I love seeing him. I think we all want to see him, go and drive some different stuff, because whenever he does, he's so good. And it's been awesome to see. But I want him to stay. I'm glad that he signed on, and look forward to working with him and racing him in the future.
And even though we are just 3 rounds in, it looks like we could be seeing more of this Red Bull versus Erebus battle throughout the rest of the year. You guys up for this, keeping that spot in the end of pit lane all yours?
Yeah, for sure, but we've got some work to do. I mean, these 2 guys have been really strong, and they showed that this weekend. But it's been really good, and they've probably achieved what they wanted this year. It's been a big mix-up, and these guys have come from a fair way down pit lane to being the guys to chase at the moment. So we've certainly got some work to do. I mean, they've been really consistent. We've showed good pace, but we haven't been there all the time. So, we got some work to do.
Yeah, well done today, mate. You really earned that one.
Thank you.
And good job to the Erebus boys. See you in Tassie.
Thank you.
Cheers.